to today's windy episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. First cast in and I got a screamer. Oh my goodness. We're out here fishing Rondeau Bay. I've got the boatless angler with us. We got Antonio with us today. And we also got Phil with us today. So we're out here fishing Rondeau Bay. And I think we forgot our landing net by the looks of it, right?
I think we did, yeah.
We left the landing net behind. Okay, so this is going to be very interesting. I don't know what I've got. I'm running the Flexi-Jig today. I've got the black Flexi-Jig on, 3/8 ounce. And I put on a leech, imitator leech bait. And if you've never seen the Flexi-Jig before, the Flexi-Jig actually flexes down, it springs down, and changes the angle of the hook set. I have no idea what I got. The other thing I really like about the Flexi-Jigs, if you notice the hooks on them, it's got a nice wide hook gap, and that's what you want for setting those hooks. We're hoping to get into some bass today and some pike. It's a great spot here in Rondeau Bay. But let's see what we get into. This first cast, first fish. It's almost fighting like a Lake Erie sheephead, but I don't know if there's any sheephead in here. We're gonna find out. Guess what? It looks like it is. It's a Lake Erie sheephead. Oh, it is a sheephead. Okay. Well, how do you like that? I had a kind of a feeling he was fighting like a sheephead, but I didn't know if there were sheephead in here. I know there's bass and pike, but that's a big sheephead. All right. Put him back in. All right, we'll just make a little adjustment here. So Antonio's also running the Flexi-Jig. And Phil decided to go with the Sting Eye. He's got the Sting Eye spinner on. And we're fishing right now in about 8 feet of water. There looks to be a little bit of low-lying weed down there. This whole bay area, I believe, is relatively shallow. So we'll see if we can get into some nice, well, hopefully some largemouth. But stay tuned, folks. So glad you could join us. Oh, it's a nice little crappie. Hey, hey, hey. Very nice. Look at that.
It's not crappie at all.
That's a nice crappie right there. Hey, you know what? I think I want a little photo of this guy. Beautiful. He attacked that leech too, eh? Okay, quick photo and we're going to get him right back in. Okay, not a huge crappie, but a real nice one. And he wasn't afraid to pick up that jig. Hey? Nice crappie. These are good eating too, but we're releasing today. Now, what I want to show you, a couple of things. I saved these weeds. So, when I come across this weed here, that's a good weed that you want to fish right there. You get weeds like that, nice and green, that's what you want to key in on. But now I want to show you these ones. If you can tell the difference, this one here is browner, this one is greener. So this one, the greener one, is going to give off a lot more oxygen than this browner. These ones are dying. So find those green, healthy weeds, and that's where the fish are going to be. And another thing, I saved some other weed. If you come across, this is more like grass. So we came across a little section with this grass, and this to me is not near as effective as that other weed that I showed you earlier, which I think is called milfoil. I'm not sure, but that's a very, very effective weed. So when you get those green weeds like that, key in on those areas, you're going to find the fish. That's where that crappie came from. Hopefully there's more to come yet. We're in 9 feet of water.
I'm on to one.
Right at the boat.
Oh!
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
I see you put the glow flexi on.
I did. You got a paddle tail, green. Yeah, little guy.
Small one. Came out of 8 feet of water.
Oh yeah? Okay.
He hit it, I missed him, I dropped it right back down, he came right back at it again. Oh, it's a little pike. The hammer handle. Whoa, it's a hammer handle. Small pike. I hope he doesn't cut me off like Antonio just got cut off about 2 minutes ago. That's a nice, it's a little pike. Look at that. Just hooked in the side, luckily. Okay. He came out of 7 feet of water. Come on, Mr. Hammer Handle. Let's get you out. Just, there we go. Just hooked in the side of the mouth. Just in the side of the mouth. Okay, this thing looks like it's a little beat up, this jig. Okay, but I want to also mention to you, when you're fishing in the weeds, like we are today. Oh, there goes my hat. That's a good catch. When you're fishing in the weeds like we are today, in the wind, you got to hang on to your hat. Okay. Very important to take very short casts. If you take a long cast, and you've seen me jigging with long casts, but not today. Short cast. If you make a long cast in the weeds, you'll be like dredging through the weeds. With short casts, you could jig it, and if you feel a little weed, you can just kind of twitch it out and get it out of the weed. Now, if the weed is too thick and heavy, then what you want to do is fish on the outside of the weed edge. That's where the active fish are going to be. The weeds we're fishing are a little more sparse, so we can get in there and drop our jig in there. But short casts are the key. Okay, I just brought my line back in, and after I tossed it out after that pike, I thought I should check my line. I don't know if you could see it in the camera, but I can definitely feel it right here. Right here, there's a nick in the line, and that, there you go. That's why you got to check your line after with those teeth. Just run your finger along the line and you'll be able to feel any nicks. And if you've got some nicks, then just take a minute and retie. And that's what I'm going to do right now.
My turn for a hammer handle.
Look at this. Whoa.
All right. Swing them in, you think?
Yeah, swing them in Bassmaster style. There you go. That's a nice little bite.
Oh, that water's warm.
It's very warm. It's 83 degrees, the water temp. Nice little bite.
Yeah. Healthy.
Now, the reason I was joking and saying that was my fish, because literally 5 seconds earlier, I had one just hammer my jig and just cut me right off. Oh, well, time to retie. You could use, if we were only fishing for pike, I'd use a wire leader. And if you want, you could tie your own wire leaders, and I've got a video I could show you how to tie your own wire leader. Very, very simple. But today we want to also catch bass and other fish, so that's why we're just using our fluorocarbon line. All right, let me go retie. While I'm re-rigging, I can't believe it. Oh, you switched to the top. Oh, you just lost them.
That was a big bass.
Big largemouth?
Wow. Big largemouth just spit out by MoJo Macky.
You switched to top water.
Well, it's only 5 foot here, so I thought I'd try top water.
Wow.
Second cast, and wow, did you see that?
I just saw him spit it out there.
See if we can look at that again. And
The MoJo Macky has struck
MoJo
again.
Macky. I seen it, just a small bass.
Oh, it's not that small.
Came off again.
That was not that small. That was a nice largemouth.
I really didn't see him that
Wow.
much. Certainly felt it.
That was a nice
Wow, this is
largemouth.
awesome. Shallow water is great.
You brought you with that Macky.
Fire tiger's on fire.
Oh, that's a nice
See if I can
largemouth.
land him this time.
There you go. You got him in the
Oh,
boat.
wow.
That might be worth a photo. That's a nice largemouth.
Okay.
5 feet of water, Phil.
I love it. I love shallow water.
Here, I'll grab
It's
a
not
photo.
really that big.
No, but that's a nice bass though. The ones you lost.
The ones
were
that
a little
lost
bit
were bigger, yeah.
Here, I'll take a photo. Grab a photo for you. There you go. Gotcha.
Cool. Thanks a lot.
No problem. Nice. Well, that would have been strike 3. So, right? You missed the first 2.
3 is not bad. Yeah. Can't get them all.
You're still at bat. Oh. You guys got a double. You got one too, Antonio.
Yeah.
He's got to jump. He's got to jump.
That's a nice bass.
No, he's not going to jump.
Mini pike.
Oh, combination plate. Double header.
That's a nice bass.
That's a good one. You want a picture of that?
I think I'll take a picture of this one.
All right. Yeah, let me snap a quick photo. Leave him in the lure. Let's check the lure.
smaller on the pike side. The bass are getting bigger.
That's a nice largie. Beautiful. We got the Fire Tiger Macky.
Fire tiger, yeah.
Fire Tiger.
Nice and bright.
Well, it's got that white. I like the. It's got that white belly, eh?
Yeah.
So I think that's a great way to end the show on a double header. I'm telling you, sheephead, pike, largemouth, crappies. What a nice variety of fish. Spending the day on Rondeau Bay, jigging the weeds, and some of us using top water. I want to thank you ever so much for joining us on today's episode